Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to your favorite LGBTQ plus radio show in the greater Ottawa and Gatineau area. Quolores Unidos, brought to you by Radio Que Rico, your number one Latino radio station in Ottawa and Gatineau. Muy buenas tardes, mi gente. Les habla Alejandro Garza, su host favorito de el único show LGBTQ plus Latino en Ottawa y Gatineau. Sean todos bienvenidos. Este show es un show de dos partes. This is going to be a two-part show. Por lo general, para estas fechas, mucha gente se enfoca mucho en lo que es la belleza y la salud. ¿Por qué? Porque durante estas fechas muchos nos queremos ver lo mejor para Navidad, para Año Nuevo, y muchos quieren mejorar su físico para empezando el año que entra. Entonces, it's a two-parter because we're going to talk about beauty, because this time of the year is the perfect time to actually start a beauty regimen, and also because all the lovely ladies want to look fantastic and fabulous so they can go to all the holiday parties, all the Christmas parties, all the New Year's parties that are going to be popping and happening. So, and then the other part, which is, in 2 weeks, which is going to be on Boxing Day, we're gonna be talking to Jordan Rogers, a professional trainer, and he's gonna be talking to us about health, nutrition, and everything and anything that's in between. And I think it's going to be awesome. So I'm super excited. And in case you didn't know, I actually work. I see this, Quolores Unidos, as a hobby. This is like a hobby for me because I love doing this. I'm always super excited and super happy to be here at the radio station and be here with Pedro and just giving me this amazing opportunity to do what I do, which is talk. Thank you so much, Pedro, for this opportunity. So yes, I'm outside of here. I actually work for a cosmetic company called Aroma Pacific. It's a South Korean cosmetic company, and they have several brands that are sold specifically in Sephora. They don't even sell them in a Shoppers or in a department store or anything like that. They're sold in Sephora mainly. And it's actually the number one South Korean skincare line almost across the world, which is fantastic. And they're very popular. They're very well known for many, many products, which I will be talking about that. But so that's what I do on my full time. Not even full time. Shoot, like it's more like part time. But I enjoy it. I love it. I like being in stores, talking to clients, asking them their concerns, what they want to do with their skin, how they want to move forward. And what I tell everybody, when it comes to makeup or even skincare, that stuff's an investment. Like, you have to invest to maintain. So, and let me tell you, it's pretty interesting. I've seen some amazing skincare transformations from many, many people, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I've been in the beauty industry, believe it or not, over 20 years. Which is, I've seen a lot. I've smelled a lot by perfumes. I felt a lot by the skincare. And I think, I started in my early 20s. And here I am 20-something years later. So I'm super happy, super excited. I've done other things, but at the end of the day, I always come back to cosmetics, which is my comfort zone, believe it or not. And throughout the years, I've made a really good, network getting to know other brands, getting to know a lot of the skincare brands and makeup brands that are out in the industry, especially because, just because you work in the industry and you work in just the skincare part, don't mean that you don't have to know anything about the makeup part, because this is what I tell everybody. They go hand in hand, right? And if I sound preachy, I'm sorry, but skincare is very important because once you start it, it's almost like your skin it doesn't get addicted to it, but you start seeing some results and your results will stay. Don't think that because you start using a face cream or an eye cream that you're gonna start sagging because or for whatever reason. No, stuff works, and let me tell you, I mean, I'm 47, and people think that I'm not even there yet. So I must be doing something right. I must be, using some kind of magical cream. But anyway, so that's what I do, and usually around this time of the year. It's very funny because this is the time of the year where everybody comes into Sephora or even a Shoppers, and they're like, where are the kits? What's on special? What's on sale? And what's this and what's that? So we decided to, it was Pedro's idea to do the show today about gift ideas for Christmas. Now, when he told me gift ideas, like my mind went everywhere except for cosmetics, believe it or not. Because I'm so used to it, right? That when you get used to those kinds of things, you're like, whatever. But there's lots of ideas out there. There are lots of stuff that you can still get that doesn't necessarily have to be cosmetic or skincare or fragrances. I mean, there's so much stuff out there that it's incredible. I do want to do this right quick for and Pedro doesn't know this, which is what I'm going to surprise him. For this show, I am going to give away a gift card for $20 for Sephora to for the first 5 people that actually make a comment and follow us and subscribe. And you got a comment as well. I'm going to grab those 5 people, put them in a little bag, and I'm going to draw a name. And we will do that probably at the beginning of the year, the first show of the year, just so that way it gives me a chance to get over the holidays, get things ready, and so on and so forth. So, Pedro, what do you think? Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Perfect. So, again, you got to subscribe, you got to follow us, and you have to make a comment on the show, even if it's just a hi, that's all, but at least it's a comment. And I will grab the first 5 people, and I will do a little raffle, and we will get a hold of them. So make sure that you leave at least more than just your name. And you can also email us at info@radioquerico.com, so that way we know that you have made a comment, and I have your name in an email and your phone number as well, so we can get a hold of you. So that's a $20 gift card from Sephora. And you know what, Pedro? I might throw in a little bit of extra goodies in there that I get from the different brands. So you never know, but guys, I will make it worth it your time. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. So with that said, when Pedro reached...
You know what?
What?
If the Colores Unidos t-shirts are in by then, we'll throw one in as well.
Ooh, there you go, you guys. So a Quolores Unidos t-shirt, a $20 gift card to Sephora. You can use it online, you can go in store, whatever, but that you have to follow us. You have to subscribe to Quolores Unidos / Radio Que Rico. And you have to make a comment, at least say hi in the comment section, and email us your name so that we have your name and your phone number, info@radioquerico.com. So, let's do this, guys. I want this to go as much out as possible. This is Thursday. I think this is uh, what day is Thursday? The 14th. This
12.
today's Thursday the 12th.
Remember, this is Friday the 13th.
Yes, oh my goodness, yes. So today, Thursday the 12th, is actually 13 days till Christmas. And during this time of the year, within the next 12, 13 days, people are running around like crazy trying to find things. I know that with Canada Post being on strike, it's hard for a lot of people that order online to get their products, right? So some of the stores, some brands are actually sending more product into stores. It depends on the store. You just got to ask. But they're shipping to the stores more product for that same reason. Again, you got to ask. But I know that as well, a lot of department stores and a lot of stores like Shoppers and Rito or whoever you buy online, and if they happen to be with Canada Post, I know UPS and FedEx are trying to deliver, but couldn't promise anything as well. So
since you're on it, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about
give
the
them
strike?
just give them what they want. Give them what they want. Period.
So I'm okay. Okay, being an advocate of peace here. Your spouse turns around and it doesn't do the dishes properly.
Yeah.
Leaves you a pile of laundry.
Okay.
Doesn't make you dinner, and he's been home all day.
Okay.
And then you're just gonna give him the cookie because
I love them.
Really? See, you had to think about that one. You had to think about that.
Well, you know what, Pedro? Here's the thing, and we'll talk very, very briefly about this. But at the end of the day, you know what? The Post people deliver so many of our products. They have so many of our services. Fun fact: they're the reasons why Canadians have what's it called? Maternity leave. It was them. It was Canada Post on one of their strikes that they included maternity leave, and that led the path for everybody else. So, you know what? They want 20% increase. Give them the 20% increase. Everything is so expensive. Everything's very expensive, period. So give them what they want.
So now, are you willing to pay an extra 25% on everything else?
That's a different show, Pedro.
See what I'm. See the way I look at it. Don't give them the 20%, but give them something.
Exactly.
Give them something.
I mean, give them something. Yes, it's all
20% is a lot nowadays, and you know it.
Oh, I know it.
Being realistic. Now, would you be willing to pay 20% more on your makeup?
Now here's the thing. And a lot of people don't know this. And if you do, that's because you actually work in the industry. But cosmetics actually goes up 2 to 3 times a year. Every year. Usually right before a lot of the end of years for a lot of companies, which will end at the end of January. That's when their end of year. Or a lot of them, their end of year is, let's say December. If their end of year is December, by March, that face cream that was one day, $17 is now $26. Oh yeah, yes. So it goes up. I'm telling you. So
what you're saying is, whenever something comes out, we might as well buy a truckload of it.
Pretty much.
Ouch.
Pretty much, because if we're going back into this tariff thing, if those tariffs do become effect next year, where do you think 90% of cosmetics comes from? Where do you think we get it from?
Don't tell me from the States.
We do.
Ya no quiero nada.
Everything that we get, everything is shipped from the U.S. Unless
So it doesn't come direct? Because I know some brands, not all, but some brands come directly from Korea, I believe.
Yes.
Or Japan, something like that. I was reading.
But because of the marketing and because of other certain things, they send everything to the U.S., and then they have a head office in the U.S., and then the U.S. sends everything into Canada. And that's how companies can get away with, certain things, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So before you start, I'm going to ask you a question that I've been dying to ask you,
What? Ask
and
me.
it has to do with skincare.
Sure. What's up?
This time of year, as a man, we use aftershave, balms, lotions, whatever. But I'm looking for something that will cleanse my skin. First of all, second of all, don't want any fragrances on it, and more importantly, I want something that's going to moisturize my skin. So when I hit that cold air and I'm coming back in to the heat, to the dryness, my skin doesn't crack. I want you to tell me. You don't have to tell me today. You can look into it, but I have a feeling you already have an answer by the look in your face. What we can use, because I work with a bunch of guys, and I've noticed a lot of them, their skin is starting to crack because of the dryness and whatever else. So, what do you recommend before we get into the gift giving? What do you recommend? Because you know what, I would love to give my dad something that's manly. My dad's my dad.
Yeah.
But you know what, I could turn around and be like, "Hey, use it. It's going to be helpful for you."
So there's many companies out there that actually target the men market, that target men, and it's pretty much the same skincare that you would find in a, like, let's say the non-men's line is the same thing that they would put in a men's line, pretty much, unless there's a couple companies that do actually focus their men's line towards men, and actually get products and ingredients that focus for men. For example, one of my favorite men's skincare line is actually Clarins. Have you heard of Clarins skincare?
Yes, actually,
Yeah.
you're going to allow. I have their aftershave.
Yeah. So Clarins men's skincare is actually formulated for men. So if you're looking for, like, if you're that kind of guy that you really want something that's targeted to you and for you, then look into Clarins. Clarins has some really good stuff, really good skincare for men. I use their body wash and shampoo, so it's like a 2-in-1. If I ever have to shower at the gym, there you go. I use their shaving cream, which has been reformulated. Their shaving cream has been reformulated by actual barbers. And
Really?
it wasn't that it wasn't good in the past, but it's even better now. It's actually for myself that I shave my head once a week. I need something that's going to help get rid of any irritation, that's going to, keep my scalp hydrated and so on and so forth. And I would rather pay $20 for a Clarins shave cream, and I think it's 20, I don't know, than a dollar store one. Because yes, if you invest, you get a lot of those amazing benefits.
But is it like cakey? Is it like creamy that you like? It's sticky and
It's actually like a gel that comes out like a gel and turns into like a gel mousse, and then it hydrates so that way when you're shaving, there's less irritation, and your head is, well, wherever you're shaving, your face or your head, when you're shaving, it still keeps that moisture locked in
okay.
the skin pretty much, right? So I would rather invest in something like that than get my shaving cream from the dollar store, for sure.
Definitely, the dollar store's not a good idea.
No, but definitely Clarins men's skincare line. You can find them at most shoppers. You can find Clarins men's skincare line in most shoppers. They also have, the rest of the line is for, mainly more targeted for like women's for women, but there's a lot of creams and eye stuff that you can use from the regular line as well. Another really good skincare line for men, the Clinique has some really good skincare for men. I've used their shaving cream as well. I've used their deodorant. One of my favorite things, and actually one of Jacques' favorite things from Clinique skincare line, it's actually like their scrub for the face, which, believe it or not, is something that I find men and in women, they don't exfoliate their skin. Like they don't use a physical scrub. And it blows my mind because they're like, well, my cream's not working. Well, yeah, you're not scrubbing your face. You're putting something on top of dead skin that you're not removing. So, of course, you're not going to see results. That's the importance of a scrub. So, yeah, so men's skincare line, phenomenal as well, especially if you're looking for something targeted towards men. Phenomenal as well. I would say if I was to choose another men's skincare line that I would recommend, would actually be Shiseido. Shiseido is a Japanese skincare company, but they have a men's skincare line, and their technology when it comes to like the ingredients that they use and everything is like literally state of the art. They have one serum specifically. It's their Ultimune for Men, and it's a super serum that you put on after you wash your face. You put it on. It can be used as an aftershave. It's an anti-aging serum. Really good. So those would be the brands that I would go for if I'm looking for men's skincare line. Clarins for Men, Clinique, Jack Black. Did I talk about Jack Black?
No, but the Jack Black stuff is really good.
Jack Black, literally, if you want to try Jack Black, go into a Sephora, especially Bayshore Sephora. They have almost the entire line of Jack Black at Sephora Bayshore, or Shoppers, and of course, which is the other one that I talked about, Shiseido. They also have some really good skincare, and those brands, the prices are very like they vary. So you can go from, Clarins being a little bit up there in price and so on and so forth. I would say Jack Black a little bit not as expensive, but yeah, that's stuff that if you really have that machismo and you're like, no, I don't want any girly stuff around, get them something like that.
The Jack Black stuff, I'm telling you, that stuff is good.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed that. Now, what kind of scent would you recommend? What perfume would you recommend for a lady this holiday season?
It's when it comes to fragrance, it's very fragrance is very almost like it has to marry you pretty much. So I could have one of my really good friends and I want to gift her a perfume and she gets it and she doesn't like it. It doesn't mean that, that the perfume is not good, is that it simply doesn't go with her chemistry, right? Perfumes are pretty much, and I can't no puedo sacar las palabras, but perfumes, it's almost like your signature scent. For women, like if I was to generalize what to wear, a lot of women during this time of the year like to wear something that's a little bit more spicier, that's a little bit more woodsier, that's a little bit more not as floral, not as fresh, but something more cozy, something that's going to almost like snug your skin, right? Something that's got a little bit of a nutmeg, a little bit of patchouli. Funny enough, the company called Tory Burch just launched a perfume. And the perfume is called, actually, what's it called? Tory Burch Sublime. There's Mandarin, there's Urban Ivy Accord. In the heart, there is Magnolia, there's Iris. There's patchouli, there's vetiver. So even though you see a lot of those flowers, you still get a lot of, other kind of spicier, woodsier, ingredients in there. So yes, Tory Burch just launched their Tory Burch Sublime. Very, very beautiful bottle. Believe it or not, I don't know if I can probably... It's a very, very interesting bottle. Look at that. I know, right? Very, very interesting. It's super cool. This is from Tory Burch. It's got a metal cap. It's a timeless design. It's actually reusable and refillable. It's a ribbed glass. It's almost like a piece of art. A lot of bottles from fragrances are like pieces
Honestly,
of
lately,
art.
yeah, I've been noticing that they're
Yeah,
coming out. You know it very well. I
yeah,
love cologne. But a lot of bottles are coming out that are really cool looking now.
they're pretty cool. Here, once again, the Terry Birch Sublime. There's Mandarin Essence. There's Urban Ivory. There's peach in it. That's the top note. That's what you're going to smell right away. And then there's the heart of a fragrance, which is actually what keeps the fragrance alive. There's rose. There's magnolia. There's iris. And then there's the base, which is what is supporting that fragrance and pushing all those beautiful essence out, which is patchouli, there's leather accord, and there's vetiver essence. So I'll just put it right here. Um, the notes, and that's from Terry Birch Sublime. And again, that bottle, like it looks like, look at that. It's a very interesting bottle, Pedro. Very, very interesting, and that's what I like about it. So yeah, so that would be a beautiful fragrance for your girlfriend, for your wife, even for your, like your 18, 19-year-old daughter, for this time of the year.
Forget them. I want it just because of the bottle.
Right? So back to your question, like what perfume would I give her? Something like this. Something that, yes, there's floral because it has to be feminine, but you also want something that's a little bit in the spicier side because it's the time of the year. Usually fall and winter, just like a lot of the girls like their pumpkin spice latte, soy latte, pumpkin spice, please, vanilla. And of course, in the wintertime, they want their peppermint, they want their eggnog. Same thing with fragrances. You want something soft. You want it almost like you feel like you've got a nice blanket, or like, the firewood smelling spices, that kind of fragrance. Just to name that one, Tom Ford, all of Tom Ford fragrances, phenomenal. They're, if you can afford Tom Ford, get it, because that stuff's the bomb. I mean, I brought my favorite Tom Ford fragrance. It's Tom Ford Noir Extreme, and it's
Is that what you're wearing today?
yeah, here. Yeah, it's to die for. I love Tom Ford fragrances.
Thanks for the Christmas gift.
That one there. So when it comes to Tom Ford, they're actually very Tom Ford. Their fragrances are actually for men and women, which is fantastic. Which is what I like. That you
I've
always,
started to notice that more and more often with a lot of fragrance companies that they're making them more unisex.
yeah, it's it they want to target as much as they can, right? They want to capture that business, and if you can get a woman and a guy to wear the same perfume, you got it. So this perfume, the Tom Ford Noir Extreme, Mindy, you're welcome. It's warm and spicy. It's part of the woodsy spicy. There's amber, there's cardamom, there's sandalwood. I'm telling you, like, these are the kind of fragrances that a lot of the men are going to want to wear or even use during this time of the year, right? It says Noir Extreme captures the daring, opulent side of a noir man, which is like a night man. He knows his desires, his vices, and what brings him pleasure, and relishes in the indulgence of it. So I'm telling you, Tom Ford fragrances are thebomb.com, which is phenomenal. And again, anything that's woodsy, anything that's spicy, but not as floral as a woman would, right? Another one of my favorite top fragrances, and I actually launched this fragrance here in Ottawa. For those that did not know, Better and I go back, and we met basically when I was at one point working for Christian Dior Cosmetics, way before that. But
Way before that.
he did a lot of my events, a lot of my Christian Dior events that I was doing at Sephora 2017, 2018, 2019. And I was with Dior for over 10 years. And any Sauvage fragrance bottles that they have, that they launched between 2014 and 2024, I probably launched. But right before I left, I helped them launch the Sauvage Elixir. And this, oh, Jesus Christ. Go ahead, Pedro. Smell it. It is to
Oh,
die
this one's
for.
better than the other one.
Yes, dude, because it's the elixir. It's the elixir. It's like the bomb.com. So that one
I'm
there,
definitely going to Shoppers.
dude, you know how much that little bottle cost?
They're like $150 now,
No,
aren't they?
dude, no.
No?
This one here, hold on. What size is this sucker?
$343.
This is, no puedo ver, estoy ciego. I think it's a 60 ml. So it's a 60 ml. Dude, a 60 ml, $235. Yes.
What?
This look at $234. Yes. Yes, but you know what? It's worth it. I'm telling you.
There goes the profit for the year.
No kidding. This guy here, again, earthy, woody, citrus and spice, lavender, rich woods. So even though it's a men's fragrance, it does have a flower in there. It does have lavender, but it's not as overpowering as like a flower or an iris or anything like that. You'll find that a lot of men's fragrances will have iris and patchouli and stuff like that as well. So yeah, so this one here, I've been wearing these, and a lot of the girls at the Sephora's that I go work at, they're like, "Oh, you smell good." I'm like, "Yeah, Sauvage," because it's a fragrance that demands attention. It's a fragrance that the minute you walk in, you're demanding attention in my books. While with the Tom Ford, it's more like, yes, you're here, but you're not that type of like attention getter, but you're still there. Like, trust me, men, the women, whoever wears it, I'm telling you, you will get the attention still. But the Sauvage, it's like, it demands the attention because it's Dior. Another one for women, and I it's not that I'm biased, and it's not that I, because of Dior. I love Dior. Dior has some of the most beautiful fragrances in the market, and they actually cultivate all of their flowers. Out in France. They have their own perfumer. It's no longer the one that I knew. It's a new perfumer, but they have their own perfumer. They have their own lab, and it's out in France, and that's very, very, very good, right? That you know that what you're getting for is quality. It's like when it comes to fragrances and when it comes to skincare, when it comes to makeup, invest because you know you're going to get quality, not quantity, right? And
Well, don't you want quality over quantity?
Of course, but a lot of people, if they can't afford it, I totally understand. The other fragrance that I love, and of course, my ultra ego Paula Darling wears, and I'm telling you, this is all I wear when I do drag. It's J'adore by Dior. Anybody that sees this bottle knows exactly what this bottle is. It's J'adore, and I'm telling you, if you want to spoil your wife, J'adore, hands down, one of the most beautiful fragrances in the market. It's actually a floral. It's a bit more warm floral, but it's got ylang ylang, it's got rose, it's got jasmine. So it's a fragrance that it doesn't have any spice, but you can actually still wear it during the fall and winter, which is what I like about it, right? But yeah, that's the perfume that Paula Darling, when she's in drag, that's how you know Paula Darling is in the house, by the smell.
Oh, that's a guarantee.
Mm-hmm. Big time guarantee. Big time. What else is out there? Let me see what else. So I actually reached out to some of the cosmetic brand reps that I know that I get along. And, I try and get along with everybody, but not everybody likes me, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. And let's see, who else sent me out here? Okay, no, that's more makeup. So yes.
So keeping on the cologne thing, on the perfume.
Yeah, what's up?
Have you smelled Creed Aventus.
Yes, I smell Creed Aventus.
What is your feedback on it?
It's Creed is a very particular fragrance. Not everybody can. In my opinion, I've worn it. None of them agree with like my pH, right? And so it's like, oh, it smells good on the bottle, but on me, it just didn't work. So my experience is not as good, but the worth is there, the hype is there. They are some really niche and exclusive scents that they have that they've came up with, for sure. For sure.
I mean, at the price, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, your thoughts on Mont Blanc?
Love.
There's one of them I hate, and two of them, one I like and one of them I love.
Okay.
Let's see. You know them very well. What do you think? Where am I at with this?
The only ones that I've smelled are the white one, which is a little bit more fresh. I've smelled the red, and I've smelled the OG. And all three of them, I've worn them, and all three of them, I've gotten some really good compliments from them. You're probably either wearing the red or the OG.
Ninguno. Actually, the white, I still have it. I think I used it once, and I was given bad looks. I was like, ugh, I'm wearing this again.
Okay.
To the extreme that somebody actually came up and said to me, "Did you smoke?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" It's like, some of the, no, I
Are
don't
you a
do
reefer?
that. Yeah, literally asked me that. I'm like, no, I'm never wearing this again. The one I like, the red I didn't even know there was a red.
Okay.
There's a black.
Yeah, so that's okay. Yes.
The black one's nice, but the one I really, really like, and so far it's going good for me, is Explorer.
You read my mind. Oh my God. Ladies, if you want to get a really good all year round fragrance for your man, Mont Blanc Explorer. Hands down, boots down house. When I wear that, it's also a fragrance that asks for demand, for attention. I'm telling you, guys, you want to catch somebody's eyes, you want to catch somebody's attention, Mont Blanc Explorer, I'm telling you, hands down, the boots down, phenomenal fragrance. Phenomenal.
So the only reason why I found out about that one, I'm at an event, and the owner of the venue is wearing it. And I never ask. You know me, I don't.
No, tú no eres metiche.
And I'm like, oh my God, that smells good. What the heck is that?
Mont Blanc Explorer.
And he comes up to me. You're looking at me funny. I'm like, okay, straight up. What are you wearing? He's like, and he came and asked me what I was wearing, which was a nice compliment.
Of course.
So we told each other, and I'm like, oh, I'll get to buy one. Last question that I have for you.
Okay.
Actually, two questions.
Yeah.
What do you think about all these perfumes coming from
the Middle East?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm glad you said it because I was going to say something else. And second of all, have you ever smelled Baccarat Rouge 540?
I've never smelled that one. I've never smelled Baccarat Rouge. Never. I've never smelled it. And second of all, what do I think about the fragrances that are coming in from the Middle East? I think it's a fantastic thing that they're coming in and they're making a presence. I feel that me being in the industry for so long, seeing the same fragrance companies come up with a different version of the same fragrance, and now this is the eau de toilette, and this is the eau de perfume, and this is the perfume, and this is it. Like, it's nice and refreshing to me to see a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances making it to the Canadian market, because one, a lot of these companies need fire under them to, hey, these are coming in. What can we do, right? So a little competition never hurt anybody. I've actually been to Saint Laurent. There's one kiosk at Saint Laurent, and let me tell you, that dude, very, very nice guy. He'll let you smell whatever you want, and everything that I smelled, spice. There's something called oud, which is like the intensity of the fragrance. I'm telling you, phenomenal fragrances. Yes.
Honestly, for the price that you're paying,
Yeah.
and there's a place. The only reason why I really caught into it was I was over at Billingsbridge. I was seeing some staff there, and all of a sudden I'm like, "What is that?" It's pure homing signal.
Yeah.
And you're right. The guy that's there, literally, whatever you want to smell, he literally like, come here, and he starts spraying. The one I really liked is like, before you leave, sprayed me up and down.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you for real? It's to me. When you're ready to buy it, just come in. No hassle.
It's a lot of spice in their fragrances. It's a lot of, cinnamon and cardamom and and stuff like that, because that's what they cultivate in back home in the Middle East, right? And so they're known for those, right? So they're going to utilize those spices that some of them even use in their foods, in their fragrances. And I'm telling you, go to Saint Laurent, that little booth, that little trolley that's there. I'm telling you, wow, very beautiful fragrances. Now, a little tip for men and for women, because a lot of them, I'm like, why doesn't my perfume last long? Well, first of all, you shouldn't have to smell your own perfume. If you smell your own perfume, it's time to change it, right?
Or you're using too much.
That too, right? For example, when I wear a perfume, I don't smell it on me. People come up to me and they're like, "Oh my goodness, you smell good." I don't smell it on me, and that's what you want. Second, you want your perfume to last during the holiday season. You go into a Christmas party, you go into a New Year's party, and you want that perfume to smell. Exfoliate the night before. Exfoliate your body. The next day, when you're getting ready, put on that body lotion with no scent. Body lotion with no scent. And immediately spray yourself with that perfume. That's going to create that barrier, and you're giving the mist, you're giving it something to latch onto. So you're going to smell even stronger all night long. Quick points where you can, put your fragrance. Remember one thing some people don't know, but fragrance floats. Fragrance travels up. So put it behind your knees. Ladies, behind your knees. Right here in this area, behind your ear. And I'm telling, and in between your cleavage. And I'm telling you, it will last, because fragrance rises. So by the time the fragrance that you've put here is gone, the one that's under your knee is eventually traveling up. Okay? So the day before, exfoliate. The next day, put on that lotion, spritz some perfume, and you're on your way. And same thing for guys. Like, I'm sure a lot of guys moisturize their body, right? Same thing. You want your perfume to last, do the exact same thing. So, yes.
Seeing tips from a professional, I'm telling you. We need more information like this, because you know what? There's a lot of people that just don't know.
Yeah, I know.
And it's sad.
You guys can put your comments on your questions on the comments, which is, it would be a good thing.
¿Sabes qué?
¿Qué pasó?
I have an idea here.
Okay.
We should invite somebody from the cosmetic industry to come in with you.
Okay.
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 And have people just ask the questions. We'll collect the questions, and we'll throw them at you.
Okay.
Do a whole show based on cosmetics. Whatever questions, tips, whatever people want to know. I mean, why not get it from somebody that actually does know, with a professional understanding, and be able to guide you?
Yeah.
And we could even do a facial and live here if you guys want, something like that. I don't know.
You know what? Maybe for the New Year's, because the way the cosmetic companies is, once we're done with Christmas, guess what, you guys? The spring stuff starts to come out. It's like, have you ever gone to a dollar store and you're like, you walk in,
El 22, and it's already gone.
Yes. Or you walk in the day before and you still see all garden and summer and everything. Okay, cool. You walk in on that Saturday, Sasculera. You walk into everything that's fall. Christmas has a little corner. 2 weeks later, fall's on its way out. Christmas has two aisles, and New Year's has this much. But guess what? Christmas is over. Now New Year's has an entire aisle. Why? Because any company, being the dollar store, being, Sephora, being Shoppers, being everything, when it comes to those trends, because that's what they are, They're always a season ahead. So it goes back to, with the whole Canada Post being on strike, and I know we're jumping here and there, but this makes sense, you guys. I've told a lot of my clients, you want to buy early stuff for Christmas because people are coming in and there's no sets, there's no this, there's no that, there's no here. I'm telling you guys, and this is coming from me, that I've been doing this over 20 some odd years, and I've been doing it in Ottawa almost going on 15 years now, right? So if you're going to buy for Christmas next year, Christmas 2025, because this one, forget it. But for next year, start looking in October for sets. Whatever the companies are going to sell, 9 times out of 10, it's coming out in October. Why? Because they make so much that by the time you start looking in mid-December, they're gone. So start looking as of mid-October. And if you would follow me on my Instagram, Aztec King Makeup, I post there all the time. What's going on? What are you doing? What's going on, right? And so I'm telling you, because of that, start buying since October. All of your favorite kits and sets, and because whatever sets are starting to come out, that's what's going to be it. That's what I've noticed the past few years. Okay. So we've spoken about fragrances. We've spoken about the type of fragrances, what fragrances to buy for your girlfriend, your boyfriend, and so on and so forth. Let's talk a little bit about skincare. It's important to really take care of your skin. We've talked about specifically men's skin. So, we talked about Clarins, we talked about Clinique, Jack Black, and of course we talked about what was the other brand? Shiseido brand as well for men's skincare. But for my ladies out there, there's so many competition. There's so much stuff out there when it comes to what skincare to use. What skincare do I need? Just like I tell all of my personal clients, invest in your skincare. Because if you don't invest in your skincare, you're pretty much throwing your money away, right? Which is not cool. Because if you're buying that cream, you want that cream to do what it needs to do, right? So invest. And if I may say, Pedro, not every influencer on TikTok knows about skin.
Oh, heck no.
No. Okay? So one of those things that, and my utmost respect for my influencers, for my TikTokers, for all those people out there. But you guys, just because Susie Q on TikTok is using a lifting and firming retinol cream does not mean that you need that exact same cream either. So go visit the experts. Go ask for advice. Especially if you're going in Sephora, they know their stuff. They're very educated on everything that's in that store. And if you happen to see a brand representative like myself that's there working with my brands, I know every other brand that's there. I would be able to recommend to you something from my brand. And if you don't like it, I can recommend other things as well. So ladies, work smart, not harder. Go and literally go and ask questions, because that's what they're there for. That's what I'm there for, to help you find what you need, right?
Well, that's the whole thing, right? You don't want to get misguided or turn around into something that isn't good for your skin, or it's the fad right now and it's so popular because of XYZ brand.
Yeah.
However, does that actually suit your skin? Does that suit your skin tone? Because even that will make a big difference. And I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but I know a lady that she walked into the store, her makeup was done wrong.
Oof.
And unfortunately, you could see the difference between her actual skin tone and the tone of shades that cover-up that she was put on. That also affects. So yes, I completely agree with you. It doesn't matter what the TikTokers are saying or the YouTubers or whatever. If they don't know, they're not actually professionals, be careful who you are accepting this information from.
Yeah.
Go to a professional. Just like anything, you're not going to give your keys to this guy next door that just, he changes tires for fun. when you need something really done properly. You're gonna
Yeah.
take it to a professional.
For sure, for sure. And you know, like I said, with all due respect to all my influencers, TikTokers, and everybody out there, but you know, ladies, do your research. Guys, do your research, right? And if you're shopping for your girlfriend, guys, take this is the smartest thing that you guys should do. Gay, straight, bi, whatever. If you're buying for your loved one, have a file on your phone, right? Take pictures of what they use. So that way you know, oh, you know what? Susie Q, she's almost out of that moisturizer. Oh my God, let me get that for Christmas. You have a picture of that. So you get to the store and be like, I'm looking for this. Boom. Same thing with fragrances. Same things with, especially guys, if your girlfriend sends you out for their foundation or their powder for their face, take pictures of that. Take pictures of their mascaras. Take pictures of whatever products they use. So when you go in store, you have an idea on what you want to get. You get it. You get an idea on how much it will cost, and you can pick and choose what you want to gift them for Christmas or for any time, actually, right? So very, very smart. Girls, same thing with your boyfriends. Take picture of their favorite fragrance. Take picture of their favorite, you know, whatever they're using, so that way you have it on your file on your phone, and you can just go, I need this, right?
Well, it's, and I hate to bring this up, but it's like a guy going out to buy, and I'm speaking from actual life experience with this one. I need pads. Which ones?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
buy the right thing. Take the picture. Take your time. You know what? While they're taking a shower,
yeah.
take that picture. Buy the right thing, because
Yeah.
you don't want to spend $200-300 on a cologne, or 50-60 bucks on a lipstick. I don't even know how much they are, but next thing you know, you got the wrong color, the wrong brand, the wrong shading, and you're going to feel really bad.
Pretty much, pretty much. So that's why I always say take pictures of stuff. Always take pictures. And if they have, and if you're buying that favorite moisturizer for your girlfriend, and they happen to have it in a kit, take it, because a lot of those kits are actually really, really good deals. Um, One of the companies that I work for, one of the brands that I actually work with one of the South Korean brands, I work for one that's called Laneige, and they're known for their lip products. And I'm telling you, they had this little kit that had 5 little mini lip masks for $28.50 or something like that. Sold out all over Ottawa. When did they come out? Mid-October. All right. So you have these clients now looking for these, and it's like, well, we don't have them. So again, guys, start shopping as early as October. But a lot of the times, guys don't know what to get because their mom or their dad, or their girlfriend, especially mom and girlfriend. If you're trying to buy something for them and you're like, well, I don't know what to get them because they have everything and blah blah blah. One of the brands that I work with is called Sawasu, and it's literally it's the part of the more Pacific. It's the South Korean skincare line, and they have this amazing serum. It's called the First Care Activating Serum. Anything that you put on top of this little guy, this little serum, will help activate and help those ingredients penetrate deeper into the skin, whatever your mom, your sister are using. If they're using like a mask or if they're using like a retinol, this little guy will help literally help that product penetrate even deeper into the skin. So if you don't know what to give them, like, well, I know she likes a cream, or I don't know what to get her, something like this. Multi-use, multi-purpose, everybody can use it, safe enough around the eyes. What's in it? Ginseng, energy for the skin. Ginseng is like a shot of espresso before going to work out, but this is for the skin. Amazing as an aftershave, calms and soothes. I'm telling you guys, First Care Activating Serum from Sawasu works with pretty much any skincare out there in the market. It actually makes it work even better. And again, like I said, with Laneige, any of their lip masks, phenomenal for stocking stuffers. There's another brand that I work with called Innisfree, super economical, super, super good. They use everything with the green tea. They've got an amazing skincare range. Go see them as well. You can find them only at Sephora, which is phenomenal. So, um, like I said, I reached out to several brands yesterday, and they all messaged me their stuff, which is pretty good. One of them, again, was with Shiseido. Shiseido Skincare is a Japanese. It's actually the one of the first and one of the most oldest skincare companies in the world. They're actually the ones that introduced toothpaste and toothbrush to the Western Hemisphere. Believe it or not, crazy. So they have skincare sets that are a pretty good deal. A lot of the times, skincare sets will come with like a full size product and like 2 or 3 little samplers for a certain price, but they're always a really good deal to use them. So Shiseido Skincare, amazing deals, amazing skincare sets. Go see them at Shoppers, exclusively at Shoppers. Another one that reached out to me from Stila Cosmetics. Stila Cosmetics is sold exclusively at Shoppers. And ladies, if you're looking for that eyeliner that's not going to smudge or move while you're at the holiday parties, I'm telling you, go check Stila out. They've got one of the number one selling liquid eyeliners in the market. Guys, if you're looking for stocking stuffers, eyeliners, if your girlfriend wears lashes, eyeliners, that kind of stuff is really good for stocking stuffers, right? What else is good with Stila? Their beauty bombs. They've got some really good stuff, so go check them out at the Shoppers. Another one that's really good, and I'm going to show you a picture. It's from Elizabeth Arden. I love Elizabeth Arden products. They always come up with a what they call a purchase with purchase, where you purchase something and you can purchase something else for a certain price. They have a beautiful kit. I'm just going to put it here. Look at that. See that little kit? That little kit is $105. So, but it literally has a full-size cream that's almost like $100. It's got a full-size mascara. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's got 8 products in a little makeup kit. Everything that you need is pretty much in this kit. Their advanced cream, their advanced ceramides. They've got the intensive moisture. They've got a hand cream in it. The 8-hour cream, which is a skin protector. I use that stuff like Frank's hot sauce on pizza. Pedro, if you can get a hold of 8-hour cream from Elizabeth Arden, you burn yourself, you put a little bit on, calms and soothes it. The baby has diaper rash, put a little bit on, calms and soothes it. I'm telling you, that stuff, that Elizabeth Hour 8-hour cream, fantastic for everything. It's got their vitamin C ceramides. It's got a makeup remover. It's got a primer, full-size mascara, perfume. You guys, if you're looking for that perfect red, ladies, if you're looking for that perfect red for the Christmas parties, they have one that's called the Elizabeth Arden Red Door Red. Perfect red for all skin tones, I'm telling you. They also have another line called Provage, which is like their anti-aging skincare line. Really good as well. They've got some kits. I was just told that this guy here can be purchased straight out, that you wouldn't have to purchase something else to buy it, that you would be able to just purchase it as of December 7th. So after December 7th, $105, that kit, phenomenal, perfect for anybody that's looking to start skincare. Who else is on here? Of course, Mindy from Estee Lauder. Hi, Mindy. Hope you're well. I literally reached out and said, hey, what's going on with you guys? If you guys didn't know, Estee Lauder Cosmetics owns a lot of other little cosmetic lines. Like literally, Estee Lauder Cosmetics is here, and they own MAC, they own Dr. Jart, they own Creme de la Mer, they own Too Faced, they own so many. They own Tom Ford, they own Clinique. I mean, I'm telling you, they own a huge range of cosmetic companies out there. So she says we have a Too Faced, MAC, and Dr. Jart and Jo Malone event tomorrow, Friday, and on Saturday. So, and this is at Sephora at the Rideau Center. Too Faced and of course MAC. Those are makeup lines. And of course, Dr. Jart is more skincare, and Joe Malone is like a very niche fragrances as well. And they do have a gift with purchase with any of those brands. Now, why the importance of this? It's very important because if you want to try one of their brands, this is a perfect time to go in and talk to, the experts of the brand, anybody that works for directly with Estee Lauder, right? And you will get a gift with purchase as well. So they've got some great holiday sets at really good prices on the Too Faced eyeshadow palettes. MAC holidays sets are going fast, but you can still get them while they still have them. With Dr. Jart, their holiday mask set, always a gift set. Holiday, more like sheet masks where you leave it on for 5-10 minutes and then you take it off and so on and so forth. But go see Mindy this weekend. She will have some amazing ideas, from the Estee Lauder Cosmetics, Too Faced, MAC, Jo Malone, Dr. Jart, really good brands, makeup, skincare. Go out and see them. She will help you out. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Guys, do your homework. Take pictures. I know I can't say it enough, but definitely take pictures of what your girlfriend has. It makes it easier on our end when you come in and say, I'm looking for this, and not, I'm looking for a red bottle that's got a golden top, that's kind of like this, but kind of like that. No, like literally bring us a picture. With all due respect, though, but, just to make it easier on us, because if you show me a picture, I'm like, I know exactly where that is. If you try to describe it, you're describing something to me that every other product in any store looks like. A bottle, red bottle, with the cap, Let's see, how many bottles do I have, right? So take pictures, definitely. Ask questions. Don't be afraid. And women, too, don't be afraid to ask your partner, ask them questions like, if you want a face cream, what do you want in a face cream? Or pretty much, what do you want for Christmas? Just ask. That's the best thing.
You know what? I'm going to say something on that one. Don't ask. Tell them what you want to get them, and then let them tell you what kind,
Yeah.
what aroma, what style.
Yeah.
Because you know what? If sometimes nowadays, what would you like? Oh, I don't know. Give me whatever you want.
Okay, un pedo.
Well, no, gracias. However, at least if you're being a little direct, what you're thinking of getting them, they're going to have a better idea of how to answer you.
Yeah.
Remember, and I'll admit it, we're guys.
Yeah, of course.
Our brains don't think like you guys that will turn around and say, hey, we want this. No, we're not that smart.
Yeah. And you know what, guys? And at the end of the day, if you're going into a Sephora, if you go into a Shoppers, or even if you go into a department store, there's always somebody there to help you, to answer any questions. Take advantage of the brand reps. Take advantage of anybody that can help you. Everybody's phenomenal. We're all in the industry because we know the industry. We know our products. We know our skincare and our fragrances and so on and so forth. So come and see us. And again, stocking stuffers is a big thing. For me, I said, just go to the dollar store. Fill it up with like stocking stuffers. Like just go to the dollar store. Stocking stuffers, travel size. Stocking stuffers, travel size. That's always the perfect gift, is to get like little miniatures to stuff that stocking. That's what I always recommend. And it doesn't have to be like miniatures. It could also be like, again, if you're looking for that, giving her that eyeliner, go buy it, put it in her stocking. A lipstick, put it in her stocking, right? Those are really good ideas for when it comes to a stocking stuffer, because a lot of guys still don't know what to get or what to put in there.
Or you know what? And I've done this in the past. Get them the little size ones, the little, like the mini sized, whatever you think. That way, at least, you've given them something, but more importantly, for future, you're going to know if they like it or not.
Exactly. And we don't think ahead, but usually, and this is something that a client told me. She goes, I would have never thought of getting her a small size, knowing that she has a small size, giving her a smaller size, and her stocking for when she travels, for when we go to the cottage, for whenever she's doing sports or when throw it in the gym, whatever, right? That's why they starting to make the small sizes and think small stocking stuffer, big present, right? So, fragrance, we went through fragrance. I mentioned a couple that I like, that I enjoy, uh, so on and so forth. Skincare, again, there's a lot of stuff out there. I showed you that white little bottle. Go get it. I'm telling you, it's really, really, really good stuff. You know what's happening, what the different brands are selling. The kits are still out there. You just got to really be patient and really look for them. And again, guys, start shopping early next year. I would say mid-October to really get a lot of those gifts, because that's when they come out, right? And I like the idea of Pedro said that to bring one of the top experts, or just an expert here with me to talk about skin. And you can send your questions. You can actually send your questions on skincare at info@radioquerico.com. Send them through there so that we can start collecting them. And then when I bring them, we've got those questions and we can just answer them, right? So before I forget, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow us. radioquerico.com, on YouTube, on Instagram, social media. Follow us, subscribe to us, like us. We're getting popular as we go by, as the shows go by. So thank you so much. Again, we're going to give away a $20 gift card from Sephora, and you guys have to subscribe. You guys have to follow us. You have to, send me a question on the comments. And what else did we say, Pedro? Yes, we're going to give the card. And if the Colores Unidos t-shirts are in by then, we will throw that in there. And I will grab, I'm going to grab the first 5 people to first comment, put them in, draw their name. We'll probably do this like in January after the holidays. And so if you do make a comment, email us info@radioquerico.com. And like I said, this is a 2-part show. This is the first part. The second part will be Boxing Day. We'll be talking with Jordan Rogers about working out, nutrition, and all that good stuff, because it's the time of the year that a lot of people want to kick off the year feeling healthy, looking healthy, eating healthy. And why not bring an expert, and I mean an expert, come and tell us and help us out here at Quolores Unidos for all of our followers to listen as well. So, Pedro, any questions? Anything else that you want to share?
There's a lot I want to share. However, look at the look in your face, cochino.
I didn't say anything.
No, but even the smile goes on. No, you know what? I really appreciate you coming out with this and being able to get prepared so quickly. I'm sorry to spring it on you last minute like this, but you know what? I find that there's a lot of people that are being misguided.
Yeah.
And a lot of us humans that we don't know how to shop.
Yeah.
We literally, and I'm telling you, I throw myself in that one because unless you tell me what you want, I'm getting you what I think you want. And if I think you deserve a box of chocolates, you're getting whatever surprise you get in that box of chocolates. So, no, I really appreciate you pulling this off, bringing some of the products, being able to show the brands, and sharing your wealth of knowledge. Because you know what? Yes, we can joke around about a lot of things, but this is one aspect that if I have questions, I know anybody that has questions, I have to direct them to you.
Yeah.
When you know, and when you don't know or you pretend to know, you can hurt someone.
Exactly. And and that's why I keep emphasizing, when you're in a store, ask questions. No matter what, ask questions. Second, again, take pictures. Like when they're out grocery shopping, take pictures. Come in, show the pictures. We're like, this is what she uses. I want to replace this. Here you go. Easier, fast, not a problem. And a lot of stores right now, I know some some Sephora stores are offering whatchamacallit, that if you just want to buy a gift card, you can buy it at the door. I think some of the stores are starting to offer that instead of getting in line when it comes to like the cash register.
God, that helps so much. It's
Yeah.
not even funny.
Yeah. And you know what? A gift card is, a lot of people hate gift cards. I freaking love gift cards. I'm telling you, if you want to give me anything right now for Christmas, Popeyes, supplements, and King supplements, like Supplement King. Those two.
No, the second one is not allowed to be named here after what I went through with them. No.
Okay, fine.
Pinches colores.
Literally, I don't mind a gift card. I don't. Why? Because I'm able to shop when I want at my leisure.
I think he's trying to hint at everybody that watches the show.
Yes. If you want to get me anything, Popeye supplement gift cards, very well accepted. Thank you very much.
With the amount of money that supplements are nowadays,
I
yes.
know.
Oh my God,
I
yes.
know. My protein is like, no sé. It's out of this world. But
Your protein starts with a J. Mi gente, it's been a pleasure to have you guys here. And I'm going to let him finish his
No,
show.
you did
I'm
not
going
say
to be
that.
quiet.
Yes, you're gonna
but
get
thank
it.
you. Thank you very much.
All right. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. Tomorrow is Friday the 13th, so go out there, have fun, be safe. 13 days till Christmas. I hope everybody finds the gifts that they're looking for. I hope everybody finds what they're looking for their loved ones. And you know what? Something that I see around a lot on social media is don't go broke trying to impress somebody. And if somebody gives you a $20 gift card, nowadays, that person had to work at least 3 hours to be able to give you that $20 gift card. So don't ditch on the gift cards. I'm telling you. All right, everybody. My name is Alejandro Garza with Quolores Unidos here at Radio Que Rico. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on YouTube and all of our social media. And we will see you soon. Once again, take care of yourself. Love one another. Happy holidays. Feliz Navidad. Merry Christmas. All of the above. Love you. Take care of each other. Bye. See you soon.